guys, and welcome to today's video. Today it's time. It's time. It's that time of the year for me to just go through my trash like a little raccoon. It's raccoon time. If you've watched my Empties videos before, they're no different really from everyone else's. I like to just rattle through my trash like a little raccoon. I like to rattle through it all. You'll see some firm favourites of mine in here, repeated products time and time again. I won't dwell on them too much, but for me, I love Empties videos because not only do you get to see what people truly use, this is truly what I have used. I haven't wanted to give up halfway through. I can tell you how long it's taken me to use it. I can give you a really quick speed review. If you see something popping up more than 1 or 2 times, you probably know it's a firm favourite, and I will put my rubber stamp of approval on it. So let's just dive into this because there is a lot of trash right here. All right, let's get the inevitable out of the way because you know what's going to appear in this video. If you've seen any of these Empties before, you'll probably know the top 3 things that just are constant. I got through 3 of my Garnier Micellar cleansing gel washes. Honestly, I'm surprised it's not more. I can't remember the last time I did an Empties. I'll link it up in the card so you can see. I'll flash it up right now so you can see my previous one. And I got through a lot of them last time. This is my favourite makeup remover cleansing gel. I love it. It's so gentle, yet so effective, and it just melts away my makeup, doesn't affect my skin, it breaks down the makeup, takes off really heavy duty makeup as well. The only time I use something before this is if I've got the thickest foundation in the world, if I've got the thickest eye makeup, like I'm talking glitter, lashes, lash glue, I'm talking like that level, I will sometimes use a bit of a balm to break down, especially around the eyes, just to stop me rubbing so much. But honestly, this gel wash, I don't want to say any more, but I could say so much. Like, I could say so much about this. I love it. Highly recommend it. I normally wait for it to be on offer for around £2.50. It's about £4 full price. You can get it cheaper. And when it is cheaper, I generally just buy 2 or 3 at a time because I love it. And I don't know what I'd do with myself if they ever discontinued this product because I've been hardcore fanning over this for multiple years. Something I probably wouldn't buy again is this. So I'm a nightmare with deodorant. Okay, let me explain. I don't wear deodorant every day. I'm a perspire, I sweat, but not necessarily under my armpits, to be honest with you. Like, so I don't really need deodorant every day. I'm not a very hormonally smelly person. Usually when it's my time of the month, I'll get like smellier than I ever do, which is like nothing. So I'm not naturally a smelly person, but I do like canned deodorant to freshen me up halfway through a day. I just like to have a aerosol in my work bag, for example. I just don't like to be caught short, and I like one in the go. These 2, I think I bought 2 of them at the same time. It was like 2 for 1 or something, I don't know. I've used them both up now. It wasn't my favourite. It was like creamy in a spray. That's how I felt it was, and I just didn't feel, I wasn't a fan. I will not be picking this up again. I did go through both of them. It wasn't horrendous. It didn't break me out or anything like that. It was not a bad deodorant. It's just I've got so many that I prefer over this. On the theme of aerosols, I got through 2 Batiste dry shampoos. To me, Batiste, like, I'm very, very open to try a different brand of dry shampoo. More than happy to try it. I'm not, kind of with my Garnier Micellar gel wash, I'm just like, why would I ever want to try anything different? Like, it does exactly what I want. It has no fragrance, it doesn't irritate, like, it's my perfect like makeup remover. So I don't want anything different, okay? Batiste is one of those things where I'm like, I'm sure there are better dry shampoos out there, but Batiste, for the price and the accessibility, for me, is just one of those brands where I'm like, I'll just keep going back to it. Unless I find something like 10 times better than this, you know, like so much so that I'm like, wow, I can't turn back. Then Batiste is just gonna be one of those brands that I just keep going back to. They are sturdy, fan favourite for a reason, you know. These are good. It's a good dry shampoo. I've got a really big bottle here and a smaller one, which is actually really nice. The Naturally line is really lovely. It has less residue than this one, but this one's hardier. Like, if I sprayed this on before bed, and like, I can get away with not washing my hair for an extra day on top of the extra day of not washing my hair, if you know what I mean. Like, I can get away with this for 2 days more. This is more of like really, really good on the day when you don't want any cast. You just want a good pick me up and remove any oils in that sense. This is a really, really good one. I'm trying now to just get my life together and not leave the house with oily hair, but sometimes it happens, you know. Come on, girls, we all know it happens. And yeah, great brand, Always gonna be a fan favourite for me. But if you've got a dry shampoo that's like, you know, under £10, I mean, crikey, I don't really want to spend more than £5. Like this, I think was £5, and this is a big one. I don't really want to be spending more than that because it's something that I'm not really going to get much enjoy. It's not like a perfume or a mascara where I'm gonna be like, damn, look at that. It's serving a purpose. It's like hand soap. I will happily pay the £1 extra for an enjoyable experience. I don't want to pay £20 for a dry shampoo. It's just not happening. It's just, I just don't want to spend my money on that. So if you've got any dry shampoos that are less than £10 that you highly recommend, I will be willing to try them out. But this will always remain a fan fave. Another favourite, I'm literally just going through all my favourites at this point because there's so many of them, I just need the volume to be taken away from the box. Femfresh. Femfresh is something that I always have in my shower. I have tried the like Sainsbury's own brand, Tesco's own brand. They do the same thing. So if you're on a, like if you're balling on a budget, you just want like an intimate wash that's not going to be expensive. Like this is £2.50 a bottle, which I think is not cheap. I don't think it's cheap. Sometimes it can be £3 as well. I think I pay £2.50 or £2. Like I try and get it as cheap as I can basically when I see it on offer. I just pick up a bottle anyway, regardless if I've got one. But you can buy like the Superstore own brands for like £1 and it's a much bigger bottle. I do recommend those if you're balling on a budget or you just want to use it as a body wash. I only use this as an intimate wash. I don't use this all over my body, literally just in my nether regions. And I just, yeah, I really like this. I like to keep myself clean down there. I know a lot of people say you shouldn't use soap. I agree. Like, I don't think you should use perfume soap. Like, down there is a very chemically balanced area. Femfresh is the only thing for me that makes me feel clean without irritating at all. I don't use a lot of it every time. I use maybe like a butterbean amount, a squished chickpea. Like, I'd say a butterbean. I use a butterbean amount, butterbean. But I use this every time I have a shower and it makes me feel fresh. I feel really good, especially, sorry, TMI, especially when it's my time of the month. I'm gonna be wanting to clean every day. Like, I do anyway, but like I wanna make sure that I'm fully clean, not just like a little rinse with water. Like you can get away with a rinse of water like every day if you can have a little quick freshen up. But like when it's Aunt Flo is knocking, two butter beans worth, I wanna make sure I'm fully clean. I just like to be clean, okay? But yeah, highly recommend. I tried the Zero Sensitive Wash. This is free from fragrance and colour. It was okay. I preferred this one though. I preferred just their natural daily wash. I don't really know what the difference is. I think this one just has like a tiny bit of colour in, but like if you're really, really, really sensitive, maybe this one's better for you. Let me look at the ingredients. I don't know what the difference is. I think this one just has a slight orange tinge. I don't know. Regardless, I love it. This one, highly recommend. I always pick it up. I've actually got one on the go already, so there. Staying within the shower, let me just pick out all the shampoos that I've used. Right, I've got through quite a few shampoos. I'd say I probably get through a bottle every 4 to 6 weeks, I'd say. Again, it depends on where I'm going, how often I'm leaving the house, how often I need to wash my hair. I try to wash my hair as less as I possibly can, but I also refuse to leave the house or feel really crappy if my hair looks, like if my hair looks really gross, I feel gross. I don't know if anyone else feels like that. That's how I feel. This is the thing I can smell. I might just keep this in because it smells like a little air, like car freshener. This is the Brazilian Joa like Bum Bum Cream by Sol de Janeiro shampoo. I'm going to keep the bottle because firstly, I love the bottle. It's adorable. Secondly, I just want to smell it for a little bit. I've got the conditioner on the go at the moment. I use, I'd say, 5 times more shampoo than I do conditioner because I don't condition every single time. I condition maybe once a week, maybe once every other week. My hair doesn't need conditioning as much as it does shampooing. It's very, very oily. This is a really good shampoo. It's just very expensive. Very expensive. And I personally can't justify like spending a lot of money on something that's not going to be on my body for very long. I don't mind spending a lot of money on moisturizer, treatments, serums, anything that's going to sink into my skin. I don't mind spending money on. Something that's going to be on my head for like 2 minutes to essentially be an emulsifier, to remove oils, to wash down the drain. I just can't justify spending a lot of money on, personally, for me. But I would be happy to receive this in like a gift bag or by myself, like the little small gift bags again, because it's like a nice little treat to myself, but this isn't going to suddenly become like my main shampoo. It's just far too expensive for that. I'm a drugstore girly, so the rest of them are all, ooh, drugstore. This L'Oreal LV Fibrology one was actually really nice. It was really, really nice. It was a thickening shampoo. It had a lovely smell to it. It was something that I would use again, absolutely. Did I think it was thickening? No, not really. Like, no, not really. Like, it just didn't really make a massive difference. But it was nice. It was nice. It stopped my hair from falling out. I do find with thickening shampoos, sometimes I think, is it just stopping my hair from falling out and creating a stronger root? It's not really thickening. You know, I'm trying to think of the science of that. But it was nice. I would pick it up again. It's not my favourite by any means. It's not like, oh my God, life-changing. It was just like a nice shampoo. I think I got it for £4 and I was like, yeah, that'll do. Chuck it in the Tesco basket as I'm picking up my groceries, you know. This one, I wasn't a massive fan on. Like, again, it was nice, but I preferred the other one if I was going to pin them up against each other. This is the Pantene Pro Minerals Grow Strong Biotin Protein and Strengthener Shampoo. It was okay. It cleaned my hair. I didn't find it as a pleasurable experience as the other one, for example. It was just something that I wanted to try out. I was like, yeah, let's try this one out. I didn't like it as much, if I'm honest. It wasn't like, I wasn't impressed by it. I wouldn't pick this up again. Not because I think it's awful. If you had like a gun to my head and like, you can only use this for the rest of your life, I'd be like, okay, cool, chill, I'll take it, no worries. Didn't bother me. It's just, I'd rather just not buy it again. Like, it just wasn't very memorable for me. So yeah, I've got two from Herbal Essences and I really liked both of these. So this is the Daily Detox Shine Shampoo for dull hair. Just a really good shampoo. This one, I'd say out of all four, drugstore wise, I think is my favourite. Just because of the price, the smell. My hair was clean. It didn't feel like my hair reacted to it at all by falling out. The one I'm using at the moment, I do feel like it's causing my hair to fall out, but I'm not sure if that's a stress. So I'm gonna just like stick with it until the bottle's empty. And if my hair continues to fall out and then doesn't when I change shampoo, I know to avoid it. But you know, like, we'll keep that for next empties to talk about. But yeah, this one I really, really liked. I think this one's £2, it's the cheaper version, and this one might have been £3, but I think for the pound extra, I preferred this over this. This one was just much more of a luxurious experience in comparison. However, I really liked this shampoo. I just found it like a smidge drying in comparison to this one. I've got oilier hair, so I didn't mind it. And when I say drying, I just mean I found myself needing to condition once every 3 times as opposed to once every 5 times, if that makes sense. Whereas this one, I could wash my hair and I wouldn't need to condition it until like the 5th time of washing it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. But I really like both of these. Herbal Essences do great shampoos and they smell lovely and they're affordable. And I like that about shampoos. It's affordable, works, smells nice. Like, what else do I need from a shampoo, really? I do have another one here, and I was a bit disappointed by this, if I'm honest. So this is the Mane and Tail Pro Vitamin B5 Deep Moisture Shampoo. I was disappointed because I just feel like this was, I don't know why I thought it was going to be special. I bought this off Beauty Bay with the conditioner. I've still got the conditioner on the go because, like I said, 5 parts shampoo to 1 part conditioner, like that, I don't get through them very quickly at all. So yeah, that's that. But I was just disappointed by this. I just thought it was going to be something special. It was quite expensive. It was like £6, maybe £7. I thought it was going to be really nice. And I'll be honest, I just thought I preferred my £3 Herbal Essences over this. I would not pick this up again. I don't know if anyone else has had this experience, but I just thought this was going to be really nice, like salon quality, because I feel like when you're edging to that £10 mark for a shampoo, I would expect something different. I would expect it to not only lather nicely, clean my hair and make my hair feel really fresh, but also to smell nice, to feel nice. Like, it just didn't tick those boxes for me to the price point. Whereas I feel like Herbal Essences, for example, like for £2 to £3, sometimes £4 if they've got like their other range on as well, I feel like it lathers nicely, it comes out nicely, it smells nice, the smell lasts, and it's just like a pleasurable experience for £4. Do you know what I mean? Whereas this, I was like, oh, am I going to have twice the experience and be like, oh yeah, I feel a bit fresh and I feel a bit cool. It just didn't give that to me. And I have had that experience, like, I feel like I'm going crazy, but I have had that experience with £10 shampoos before in the past where I'm like, I feel like a princess. I feel bougie. I feel like I'm wearing a £10 shampoo. Like this one, for example, This one is expensive, and when I applied it to my hair, although it didn't wash it very well, the smell, the experience, how it lathered, the bottle, everything, I was like, I feel like a little princess. So it kind of like, I can see why the price point is what it is, and the smell did last, which was like wearing a perfume in my hair, whereas this just didn't. And I was like, oh, why is this so expensive? Why is this so expensive? That's what I want to know. I went through one Cutex Nourishing nail polish remover. This is my favourite brand. This is my favourite nail polish remover. It doesn't dry my nails out, it doesn't damage my nails. I really like it. It's about £2.50 a bottle. You can get it for a bit cheaper on offer again. Like I always look out for offers. Unless I'm literally in a pinch where I'm like, I am desperate. I'm desperate, I have nothing. Then I will just pick things up when they're on offer. And usually I'll pick up 2 at a time, so I always have like a little backup. That's the inner hoarder in me. Don't judge, okay? I'm just trying to save myself money in the long run. I really like this brand, highly recommend. They do loads of different ones as well. I've tried loads of different ones, but I keep coming back to the Nourishing one. It's the green colour. But yeah, really like it, really like the bottle. It's a really nice experience. It just feels like a nice nail polish remover. I don't know if it makes any sense, but it smells nice. It feels nice. It doesn't break the bank entirely. And it lasts a good amount of time. I really like it. I think we're kind of like at the end of the fan favourites, and then there's like some actually interesting things that just not so many. But we're getting through all the bulks here. Toothpastes. I'm a big Oral-B fan. I find that it makes my teeth look nice and white. I do like Colgate, but I think Oral-B has a more of a mintier flavour in my opinion, and I really like a bitey cold mint on my teeth when I'm brushing my teeth. I just really like that because I feel like it's really fresh, and I do find that Oral-B makes my teeth whiter than Colgate, I've found personally. So I'm an Oral-B stan at this point. I went through one 3D White Enamel Care Whitening Therapy. I don't even remember using this toothpaste. I think this is actually the cheaper one. Actually no, I do remember using this because I was in an absolute pinch, realised I had no toothpaste, and went out to the shops and picked up the first one that I saw, because the other ones I pick up when they're on offer, I don't pay full price for them because they're expensive. This is like £2, I think, and I mean, again, solid toothpaste. The ones I truly like though are the Oral-B 3D White. So I've got 2 Arctic Fresh of the 3D White, and my favourite one is the Luxe Perfection 3D White Advanced. I do find that this does whiten my teeth. It doesn't claim to have whitener in it, I don't think. Yeah, so 24-hour stain prevention, that's probably why it makes my teeth look whiter, is because it's stopping them from staining, and then my teeth are actually getting whiter through just brushing and keeping like good care of the enamel. Whereas this one removes up to 87% of surface stains. This one prevents it as well. So this one removes 100% stain removal and 24-hour prevention. This just removes the stains. So like between them, I feel like they do kind of a similar job, but this one is just like so much better, I think, in my opinion. I don't think I've gone through like this many. I think I've kept the boxes, and I shouldn't have done, because I think I've gone through 5 toothpastes. That sounds about right in 6 months. Maybe I've gone through 6, I don't know. But I've got 2 boxes of the Perfection one. That's what it looks like. I'm holding them in the most cack-handed way possible. This is what this one looks like. This one is usually £5. £5 for toothpaste. Not me. I wait until they're like £2.50, £3. I don't mind spending up to £3 on good toothpaste. Like this one here, the Luxe one, I don't mind spending £3 on it because it's gonna last me a month. And to be honest with you, like, not to be all that person and justify it in coffee, but like going out for a coffee with your friend is £3, and that's like gone in half an hour, whereas this is gonna last all month and actually look after my teeth. So I don't mind spending a little bit of money, but I'm not spending £5 on toothpaste. That just feels steep. And I've got another box for the Arctic Fresh one. This one here. This one is like, when I can't get the Luxe one on offer, I pick up this one because this is usually around £2.50, like bog standard. You can get it for £2 on offer, but it's usually just £2.50. This is the expensive one. But anyway, that's my toothpaste favourite. Because, you know, it's good to know. I got through one Bondi Sands Aero Self-Tanning 1 Hour Express. It feels like a long time ago that I was last any nice colour than like white. It feels like a long time ago that I was tan. I haven't tanned in so long. I just haven't had the time or desire to delve into being tan again. Like I just can't be bothered. Like one day I'll be bothered and I'll be on the tanning train for like an entire month and I'm like, oh, don't I look glorious? And then I will just forget and can't be bothered for like 6 months a year. But this is my favourite, the Aero 1 Hour Express. I have been recently using the emerald tanning one in the white pump. It's like, it's good, but I actually think I prefer this one over it because it dries down like quicker and drier, and the other one, like, it has a better tone to it, but this one's just easier. So maybe I'll just have both of them in tandem for different things, but I do like this tan. It's my fave. It's my fave. Oh, I've got another tan in here as well. This is really, really nice. This is the Saint Tropez Self Tan in Purity, or Self Tan Purity. This is a bronzing water face mist. This is actually really, really good. This does work. I wash my face, obviously, well, not obviously, but I wash my face every day when I have makeup on, always. If I don't have makeup on, I don't tend to use any washes. I just use warm water and then I'll apply a moisturiser if I feel like it's dry. But this is a really nice, I don't know why I went into that, but this is a really nice bronzing water for all over the face. It's quite dark. It is quite dark. Like, I found that it made my skin look like I had a tan, and I really like to apply it to my neck. The thing I should have done, and I did start doing this towards the end but I didn't realise, is I took the foundation brush that I was using that didn't have any foundation on and I just kind of blended it a little bit and it just took away the harshness of the tan. But this is really, really good. I would buy it again. I would buy it again. I just don't want to at the moment, and that's not because of this, it's just like I don't want that step in my routine at the moment. When it's the summer, maybe I'll feel different. I did use this through the summer and I really liked it. It was only a little sample, 14 mil. It was like a milky colour, actually kind of like that colour actually. And then it turned into just a really nice tan, like yellow based tanner. Really liked it, really liked it. I would pick it up again. In terms of body wash, I got through an Original Source mint and tea tree wash. Tingly boobs. Tingly boobs, tingly legs, tingly arms, tingly everything. That's what I'm gonna say on that one. I also got through this Golden Superfood Beauty Papier. I think I got this in like a box. Papier, I don't know. Antioxidant shower gel. It smelled of pumpkin, argan, apricot, orange, aloe vera. It was very pleasurable. It was very pleasurable. I like the shape of the bottle. It was very nice. Lovely. Moving on. I got through some cotton rounds. These are from Primark, I think. Yes, 50p cotton rounds, 120 of them. I use these. Oh wait, were these the ones? No, these are just the circle ones. I use these for nail polish removal mostly, and sometimes I use them on my desk if I'm trying to like really get into like an eye, like a corner of my eye without ruining my makeup. I'll use a little cotton round. But yeah, got through a packet of those. I got through a few setting sprays apparently. So I got through the Primark Glow Mist. I can't tell you how long I've been trying to use this up. I've been using it predominantly to just wet my brushes when I need to wet a brush like eyeshadow. But my goodness, I was not enjoying it. I was kind of like getting to the point where I was like, please be over, please, like desperate. To the point where I was like, should I just throw the whole lot down the sink? I was like, what a waste, no. So I just used it on my desk every single time I put makeup on to wet my brush. I'm not going to be picking this up again. I didn't like it. It was very cheap. I mean, it was Primark. It was like £2. But sometimes Primark has bangers, so I'm not going to like discredit them because sometimes they have absolute bangers. This one was not a banger. Did not enjoy it at all. Not picking it up again. The Maybelline Dream Satin Mist, a luminous setting mist. This was actually really quite nice. The only thing that would stop me buying it again is the size of the bottle. I wish, let me just chuck this on the floor. I wish it was the size of the Urban Decay, in the sense of, how much is the Urban Decay? 118 ml. This is, what is this? How big are you? 62 ml, so it's literally half the size. I mean, it's half the price of an Urban Decay, I'm not going to judge there, but then at the same time I'm kind of like, wait, so it's not as good as Urban Decay. Like Urban Decay one is about what, 20-25 pounds? I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but it's around that mark, and this was around 10 to 12 pounds. And I'm kind of like, wait, it's half the size, so actually proportionally it's the same price as the Urban Decay. And when you put it in that context, I'd just rather have the Urban Decay every single day. Like, why not? So I just wish that for the price, this was 100 ml at least, and it's only 62. But it was, you know, it was actually a really nice product. I just feel like it was, for a drugstore product, it wasn't life-changing enough for me to go rush out and buy it again. But if I wanted to try a drugstore, I know, will I buy it again? Because I probably just want to try something new. if this came into my life, I wouldn't declutter it. Am I going to go out to the shops to go specifically get it? No. Would I rather try something new for trying something new sake instead of this? Yes. Was it a good spray? Yes. Like, you know, comme ci, comme ça. It was good. Probably wouldn't pick it up again for the price. I got through one little nail polish apparently, the base coat, top coat, nail hardener all-in-one by Barry M. By the way, I don't get too close with these things because they are a bit gnarly, like they've been sitting in and we've got like, things have been leaking a little bit, so I try not to get too up close to you to not terrify you, you know, like you want to sleep tonight. This is a really, really good top coat, base coat. I really like it. I don't like to spend too much money on nail polishes because I like to change my nails quite often. At the moment I've got nothing on them. I stripped them back to the bare bones. There was no nice nail to them whatsoever, and I'm just letting them grow out again, and I'm trying to control them this time and file them and do things. So I'm looking a little bit like bald chicken on my hands, but I really enjoy painting my nails. And yeah, I've got a big one of these at the moment on the go, and I've used it up. Like there's a tiny bit there, but like the tiniest bit where you can't even get it with the bottom of the brush. So really like Barry M, one of my favourite nail polish brands. A couple of mascaras, apparently. We like a little bit of makeup, so went through one of the iconic London triple threat mascaras. I really, really like this mascara. I've had this a couple of times now. It's kind of, oh, it's looking very janky because it's been in there a while. Can you see that? It's like one of those silicone brushes where it's very tight. I'm not putting this near my eye, just so you know, I'm this far away, but it looks really close. It's one of those where it really gets nice and deep into the root, and I can really roll the lash out and separate those lashes. It's a really nice one. I wouldn't say this is my favourite mascara, but it has before been on sale for like Beauty Bay, Cult Beauty, and when it's on sale for like £10, I think it's worth picking up. I think normally it's £20, like 18 or £20 for the actual like full price, but for like half price, for like tenner, honestly, for £10 it's a really nice mascara, and I would pick it up again. It's also really lovely packaging. I think I've gifted this before as well to my best friend Lily. I don't know how she got on with it. She's got very different lashes to me, but I like trying out new mascaras. I really like trying out different brushes and things like that. I have got holy grail mascaras that are like solid, dependable, would repurchase time and time again, but I like to try different brands, and Iconic London has just been one of those where I've had this a couple of times. It's not like an absolute fave, but it does do a good job, and it's just nice to spice things up. This one here, apparently the lid's broken on it, is the Benefit Their Real Magnet Mascara. It's really nice. It's a really nice mascara. It's got quite a big head on it. Again, it's one of those silicone brushes. I hope you can see that. It's a lovely mascara. I did find it flaked a tiny bit on my, the flakes of it fell down on my cheekbone. Nothing that you can't just dust away. It was dry. It's not like it smeared. It didn't smear on me anyway. This is nice. I do prefer other Benefit mascaras over this. This was very volumizing and very lifting. Really, really nice. Would I prefer like Bad Gal Bang over this? Yes. But again, if I bought this in like a Christmas pack, I wouldn't be disappointed. It's like a solid mascara. It's just, there's others that I would rank a bit higher than this one. But again, solid mascara. I really like it. I've had this a couple of times now. This is like my third tube. It's a nice mascara. I think Benefit slays the game with mascara anyway, so you know you're not going to go home disappointed with the Benefit mascara, in my opinion. I got through 2 Youth to the People Superfood Air Whip Moisturiser Cream, Kale and Spinach and Hyaluronic Acid. One's a mini version, one's the big version. It looks like I've got stuff in there. I haven't. It is empty. These were actually really nice. The lid's very broken on this because it fell off the bath. What's it called? Sink. It fell off the sink. It's really nice. It's glass, so you know, bit of sustainability there for you. Plastic top I think is recyclable. I'm not actually too sure. We'll find out when I go to separate it all later. But it was a really, really lovely moisturiser. It was thick when you needed it to be like very nourishing. It was very nourishing, but it wasn't like really dense. Like if you moisturise it half an hour before bed, it's sunk in, but I just needed to wait that half an hour because it was quite thick. I use this as my nighttime moisturiser. It was really, really nice, and yeah, I'd say this is for all skin types. It was just like a really good standard moisturiser. It's nice. I got through one foundation. I'm surprised I didn't get through more, but at the same time, it's so difficult to get through foundations when you have so many. I did actually get through it. I don't know if you can see, there's like this tiny disgusting residue at the bottom. That's not a product, that's just like the bits that have fallen down. This Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the shade Y225. I've had this for so long, and I made it my mission to try and like pan it and finish it, because it was actually a pleasurable experience. Like, this is a really nice foundation, and it was just getting to the point where I was like, let's just enjoy it. Let's just enjoy it, embrace it and finish it. It was really lovely. I would pick this up again. I'm not in a rush to pick up any foundations, and I've been trying some new things out as well, and I've picked up some new foundations that I want to try. So this is good, and I will have to remind myself that I liked this if I ever came encounter with it again. The problem is with Makeup Forever is it's not quite readily available in the UK. I'm pretty sure you can get it on a couple of websites. But if I ever went on holiday and I saw this in duty free, or I saw it on like a little bit of a discount, or I wanted to treat myself, I would pick this up again. It's a really, really beautiful foundation. I really loved it. So yeah, it's nice to just use something up that I genuinely liked. I also got through a perfume. I feel like this is, if you know, you know, this is like almost iconic, I would say. This is the Lady Gaga Black Fluid perfume. I deliberately didn't use this up for so long. I had like this much left, and I was like, no, I can't use it up. It's so precious. This is it Black Fluid? It was called Fame, Lady Gaga Fame. Oh, it just reminds me of my youth. I went through bottles and bottles and bottles of this when I was younger, and obviously they don't sell it anymore. Oh, I bloody love it. I bloody love it. And she doesn't sell it anymore, so I just thought, you know what, let's just embrace it, finish the perfume and move on. Stop holding on to things with like this much left in it. It's not gonna make it come back, you know? Just enjoy it before it goes funky. And that's what I did. So it's very rare for me to go through an entire perfume because I have so many on the go all the time. You can see there's like, literally when I say residue, I don't know if you can even see it, like literal residue. I couldn't get that out to save my life. I did try. I did try, but it was a really, really lovely perfume. If you know, you know. I loved this. I went through a primer, the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I really liked this. I hated it when I first used it, and I think I just wasn't using it in the right way. I was rubbing it between my hands and smearing it. This, you've just got to work fast. Put it all in your face, try and just smooth it in on the first pass. This is brilliant if you know how to use it. I just overworked it the first time I tried it, like the first couple of times, and it just pilled up, and I was like, ew, who would want this? And it stayed in the back of my drawer. I then tried to Project Pan it. I've got like dates all down the side here when I tried to use it. By the end of this, I was almost a convert. Like, I loved it. And I also used the NYX, I forgot what it's called. It's in the yellow tube. It's like the gripping primer, and it's similar to this. I want to try the e.l.f. gripping primer because it's essentially this as well. The thing is with this is I feel like now there's so many dupes out there for half the price that I'm kind of like, why would I pick this one up? I don't want to recommend it when there's dupes on the market for half the price. If you're feeling bougie and you want to specifically try this out, you've got to know how to use it. Don't overwork it. It is really nice. Give it a try. And try to work out the best way to use it for your skin. For me, it was just quick application, let it sit, don't mess around with it too much. Yeah, really liked it. We're nearly there, the end is nigh. This, I bought a load of these a couple of years ago. This is the Dr. Botanicals Moroccan Rose Superfood Facial Oils. I've currently got one on the go as well. It's amazing. In fact, this is what it looks like. Can you see? It's like an orangey oil. I love this. I've gone through two of them. A lightweight facial oil infused with vitamins and oils for brighter, even skin tone. Moroccan Rose Superfood Facial Oil. Vegan friendly. Okay, I don't care what's in it. It's magic in a bottle. I bought these when I still did Glossy Box. So if you were here when I did Battle of the Boxes, Glossy Box unboxings, things like that, you'll know how old these are. Like, criminal. And I realised that they were starting to evaporate or like get a bit old, and I was like, oh hell no, we're not gonna let them get old. And I've just been using them every day. My skin has never looked better because of this oil. It makes my skin feel hydrated, smooth, brightened. Honestly, it's one of those products where it's genuinely transformative for me, and because of that, I don't want to be without it. We've got a few tube products here. We've got a Nip and Fab Glycolic Scrub Fix and Exfoliator. I liked it. I wouldn't pick it up just because I didn't think it changed my life by any means. It was just like an okay scrub. Like, do you know what I mean? It was like, it was good. It did the job, but I didn't ever feel like, wow, I love this. It was just like, okay, time to scrub my face. Done. It wasn't memorable. I'll probably forget that I used this. You know, it's like that level. The Soy Face Cleanser by Fresh. I thought this was going to be so much better than it was. Like, everyone hypes this up. It has a very peculiar smell, and it's quite like slippy, and I don't know how to describe it than slippy, to the point where you think it's greasy, but it's not greasy, it's slippy. I don't know how, like, literally, if you've ever used it, I feel like you'll know what I mean when I say slippy. It's like, yeet, yeet. But it's not greasy. I don't really know how to explain it. It's nice. I feel like for something that, like, I deliberately left this on my face when I used it because it's expensive, and I was like, if something's gonna be washed off my face like a cleanser, you better believe I'm gonna just like leave it to sit there for a minute and do its thing. I just wanna like savour it for a couple of seconds more. But like when I think about my gel cleanser from Garnier, I just prefer to use that over this, and that does the job and is £4 and this is like £20. So it was a nice experience. I'm glad I tried it, but for me it didn't cleanse as much. I didn't remove makeup as much either. This was like, my skin's already clean and I'm gonna clean it again type of cleanser. So wouldn't pick it up again. If I received it as a gift or something, I wouldn't be mad about that. It's like, it's a nice product, but it's not what I want to spend my money on. I went through one of these Good Genes Glycolic Acid Treatment by Sunday Riley. My goodness, I mean, this is a sample. It works, but it's too expensive in my pocket. I'm not, it's a shame. Sometimes I avoid trying out expensive things because I'm like, if it works and I fall in love with it, I just can't justify purchasing it. I just can't spend that money. This is, yeah, a glycolic acid deeply exfoliating, repairs the look of dull, congested and sun damaged skin for a visibly radiant, healthier looking complexion. I feel like it does work. I do feel like the few uses that I used it, I was very impressed by it. And that's all I've got to say about it. It's lovely if you want to pick it up, or you were like on the fence and this was a product that was in your basket and you're like, I really want to try it. I do vouch for it. I think it's a really nice one. I'm just not picking it up because I just can't justify the price tag. This, however, this is something that I can justify the price tag for because it is affordable, and I just love things to be affordable. This is the Good Sarah Super Ceramide Cream by Holika Holika. This was so moisturising. It was like, you know when butter, like a block of butter, hasn't melted, but it's like reached a room temperature where it just like falls on itself when you put the knife through it. There's like, it's just, it's like butter. This was like butter on my skin. It was glorious. It was glorious. I've already got a tub of it, I think, still on the go, and I just really enjoyed the Good Sarah line, the ceramide cream. It's really good. I do prefer the tube over the tub just because it's more convenient. But I was using this as a primer for a long time, a makeup primer, because it was so super hydrating and made my skin feel really hydrated and beautiful. So if you've got dry skin and you want to try this out, it really held moisture in my skin for a long time. Like, if you don't super intensely wash your face and you just use water, you know, whatever, then the moisture will stay in your face for a long time. Honestly, I really liked this. This, however, I hated this to the point where it's not actually finished. It's basically still full of product. I really did not like it. This is the LMS Superfood Glow Priming Moisturiser. It didn't really hydrate, but it was really glowy, and so it kind of just felt like I was putting this glowy sheen on my face that I was covering up with foundation so it didn't do anything, and then it just started to go a little bit funny, and I was just like, this is not a product that I personally want in my life. It's very rare that I don't finish a product, but this was just one of those where I was just like, I don't know, it just added like this weird sheen to my face, like metallic sheen. I didn't feel like it did enough for me. It was just bizarre. I didn't like it at all, and I don't want to use it, which is why it's going in my empties. It's not even an empty, it's just getting disposed of. So I don't know what that says, but it rarely happens for me. 2 more products left and we can rattle through face masks at the end, which is what I always do. The Barry M Feather Brow Pencil. This is so ratchet. I'll get up close to show you how ratchet this pen is. Like, you can see it's all falling apart. I've got mine in the shade Light, which is like the blonde version. I really like this. I've actually already got another one on the go as well. It's a really nice brow pencil, or like brow felt tip, should I say. It's one of those like brush stroke brow things, like the brush tips. I don't know what I was trying to say. It's really lovely, very pigmented. If you don't want something like this, don't pick it up. It's not the best of the best. I prefer the Urban Decay one. I prefer like many other brands over this, but this one's like £6-7, really cheap. If you can get it on 3 for 2 as well, like across the range, it's even cheaper. I really like this product. Like I said, I've already got another one on the go. It's one of those things where it's just like good bit of fun. I like the colour for my brows, it's easy to use, and it creates nice little like brow hairs, like a feather brow. It's really lovely. The last product to talk about before I go on to face masks is the Charlotte Magic Serum Crystal Elixir. This is like a little sample size. The crystal infused Replexium, which is a trademarked thing, serum for younger looking miracle skin. You can just imagine Charlotte Tilbury saying miracle, super complexium, darling. This was nice. It was okay. Like, it was a serum that was moisturising, and moisture does tend to make the skin look younger. Like, I don't know what to tell you. When you've got moisturised, exfoliating, like clear skin, it does generally look younger. That's kind of what happens. This isn't magic. This is a lovely moisturising serum. It is lovely, okay? You will not be disappointed if you picked it up. However, I'm not going to pick it up because it's not magic. There are things like my oil, which I prefer to spend my money on because it's actually, I find there's a benefit to it and it's transformative. That's magic. This is just lovely. You know, it's a lovely experience. It's Charlotte's darling. You know, it feels nice. But for me, this isn't life-changing enough to pick it up again. It was just a really nice product to use, and it was moisturising. But there's products out there that also do the same thing for a fraction of the price. If you want magic, look into proper skincare like actives, because this doesn't have it. It's just like a really nice serum. Last but certainly not least, we have all of the face masks. Let's just get them out. I feel like I've been filming for 78 years. I went through 2 of the Soap and Glory water peeling, purifying declog masks. They come in like little pots and they're pink. I've bought these a few times. They're good fun. Like, I like a PD face mask. It just feels like it does something. It's like a big nose strip for your entire face. It's good fun, you know? It is a little bit messy, but it's fine. It says there's a free scoop included, which I didn't use because I just prefer to stick my big old finger in there and get it all out. Oh, this isn't a face mask. It's the West Lab Sleep 100% Natural Bath Salts with lavender, jasmine and valerian. Lily bought me these for my birthday. No, Christmas last year I think it was. I can't actually remember. Was it Christmas last year or my birthday last year? Can't quite put my finger on it, but this was really, really lovely. I use these bath salts. It smelled lovely. I love a good bath salt. I love a bath for relaxation, not for cleaning, and so I use these. Nice. I liked it. West Lab do really nice bath salts anyway, so I knew it was going to be absolutely fine. I got this foot peel mask from TK Maxx. I don't know what brand it's called. OK Life? OK Life? I don't know what's this brand called. OK it's called. OK, the little panda on. It's like a Korean skincare brand. This was £5, $4.99 for a little foot peel mask. I like a foot peel mask. I try to do them like 3 times a year, sort of, just to kind of like keep the callus away, keep the dead skin away, things like that. I really like a foot mask. I don't know, I just feel like I'm treating myself when I'm using one. So I got through one of those. I also got through 2 Beauty Pro, oh god, they're really stuck together. It's really disgusting. Beauty Pro face masks. These are the plant-based ones, so they're supposed to be a bit more eco-friendly. I've got through the pumpkin one, which is a brightening and softening face mask, and the coconut, mushroom and red algae one. These are both really nice face masks. They were really hydrating, really nice and wet as well. I do like these. I've had like this style of face mask before. Really good. It's just like a solid sheet mask. I don't know what to say to you. Like, it's just solid. It was lovely. Leave it on for 15-20 minutes. It does the job. I felt good afterwards. Life-changing? No. Does it do the job I wanted it to do, which was to hydrate, feel nice and just feel like I'm giving my skin a drink? Yes, it did absolutely do that. I also got through another Soap and Glory. This is the Radiance Boosting Recovery Mask. Wait, Radiance Boosting, not recovery, Party Recovery Radiance Boosting Mask with vitamin C. This is very, I feel like instead of giving your skin like a drink of like hydration, it does that, but it doesn't, it's not really hydrating based. It's more like the vitamin C based. I feel like my skin was more of an even tone, and I'm not talking like it was magic. I'm just saying it felt like where my skin was a bit dull in places, it just brought that complexion to life a bit. It felt like I was adding a layer of nutrients to my skin. I have used these quite a few times and I do like them, and I would recommend them. It's like a really good face mask. I really like the Soap and Glory skincare. I think for the price it's pretty good. Again, it's not magic, it's not transformative. It will only last like a day or two unless you were using them repetitively, but for me it was like a nice little pick-me-up, you know? This one was also a vitamin C energizing face mask. This is by Rodile. This one was far more intensive than the Soap and Glory one. So the Soap and Glory one was like gave me what I wanted for 24 to 48 hours. This one lasted for more than that, and it was just more intense. My skin looked really good afterwards. I would pick this up again if I was after something like this. Again, I like a vitamin C mask. I do find like it helps my complexion out a lot where I can be looking a bit dull and sallow, especially if I've been stressed or eating junk food, or just like not gone outside, like not been very healthy. I do find the vitamin C masks help. They do help. I don't use them religiously enough to like make a lifelong difference, but they do make me feel, even if it's a placebo effect, like it's helping my face out. And then finally, last but certainly not least, is the 2 eye masks that I used. I really want to talk about these because these are really weird and different. The Skimono ones wrapped around the eye. Maybe I have a really ugly picture of myself. I'm pretty sure I took a really ugly selfie in bed. I'll insert it here now. Shame. I look like a bloody potato in bed. But this eye mask like wrapped around the eye, which was quite interesting. I've never seen that before in an eye mask. It went like above, you know, where the brow is and underneath the eye. It was just really different. It says it was full of collagen, calming chamomile, cucumber, vitamin C and peptides. It was lovely. I really liked it. It was a nice eye mask. If I saw them again, I'd buy them, but I probably wouldn't spend more than like £5 on them. This one, however, by Beauty Pro, bloody loved it. I thought these were the first eye masks that I've used that made an actual difference. So interesting about this one is it's not wet on both sides. It's wet on one side, you stick it on almost like a sticker, and then the other side is like, it's like a nose strip almost. I can't describe it. It feels like a nose strip for under your eyes, but not a strip, like a hydrating strip. It was very, very bizarre. This one's got collagen and green tea. I love an under eye mask with collagen in because I feel like it helps with the fine lines. It's not going to reverse time. It's not, nothing's magic in that way, you know. Nothing's going to reverse time. I'm not going to, you know, suddenly not have wrinkles anymore. But I did feel like this took them away. So I feel like if you wanted to go out, you're going to a wedding or an event or anything like that where you didn't want some under eye bags or wrinkles and you applied this before your makeup, I feel like this genuinely would make a difference. Equally, if you just wanted to pamper yourself and give yourself beautiful looking under eyes, these were also great. I will be picking these up again. Hopefully if I can find like a multi-pack of them on a little deal, that would be ideal. Ideal. That would be great. I love it. This has been a very long video. I'm gonna finish it up here. Thank you so much for going through my empties with me. I need to go clean all this out properly and recycle it all and throw it all away into the necessary compartments. That's gonna be an absolute joy to do. Thank you so much. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you still enjoy empties. I love an empties video for the speed reviews. Let me know if you've tried anything here, if you've got anything that you recommend that you think I should try that's something different. I do like trying different products out. Like I said, the dry shampoo, shampoos, face masks. You're not going to make me change my Garnier Micellar Gel wash or my toothpaste or my Femme Fresh. That's not changing, but I'm open to other things. So let me know if you've got some product suggestions that are like your holy grails that you're always going through. I'd love to know. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thumbs the video up if you have enjoyed, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell because then you'll be notified of all the videos I upload. Thank you guys, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!